Honey, did y'all hear the new song that Ezra has put out, y'all? And it has some very interesting lyrics. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video. Before I get started with my commentary, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos or past videos that you may have missed. Definitely make sure you catch up on those. And I hope y'all enjoy my commentary on this one. Right, so we're gonna get into the honey for today's tea. If you're new to this channel, when I refer to honey for the tea, I'm talking about putting the truth of the Most High God and his promises on real life perspectives and situations. Okay, let's talk about it, y'all. So Ezra has put out, she has creatively expressed herself in a song. I think she did a cover. And it's basically called The B Word. I don't know whose song it is, because y'all know the type of music that I listen to, I kind of listen to more so Afrobeat and, reggae type of music. I'm kind of like over the whole American type of rap situation, okay? So she put out an interesting cover, but you could tell she's, it appears that she is talking about her life and expressing her feelings about her life in this song. So she starts off the song, let me show you how, or let me tell you how to do a N real savage, I'ma say. And y'all know that Joy's surname is what? Okay? And if basically it proceeds to say, if you blanket with another B, she gotta be average. And I'm like, OMG. And the issue that I have, y'all, is not her creatively expressing herself, because I feel like that is therapeutic to people, okay? The issue that I have, and I'm saying like with women in the community, is that people will encourage you to be in a delusional type of state, or they'll encourage you to your downfall. It's like, I feel like, why aren't people encouraging her in a positive way, I must say. And what I mean by that is, why are older women not saying, baby, don't tear that other girl down, because y'all both was in a situation. Like, you never take out your anger on another woman in the situation if a dude is responsible for stuff. But I also feel like it's not enough women saying, and also, baby girl, like, we have to be accountable for decisions that we also make as women. With everybody that's walking on this, on this earth upright right now, has to take responsibility for certain choices and certain actions. I just, at this point, I kind of was like, wow, like, she really feels like this, right? And it's like, the part that really kind of threw me for a loop was when she was like, she was wifey. In the lyrics, it's almost like she's mad at Kay for having a multi-person relationship, or like she was somehow confused, because she also said some interesting stuff, like she's not gonna keep secrets for somebody that don't like her and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know how she got to this place, y'all, to where apparently, I've said this before, that I felt like she was more special than maybe other, Joy and everybody else. And I'm trying to figure out how she got to that point, because when we watched her on Gail, sit down with Gail, she acknowledged that she fully knew that she was in a multi-person relationship. And it's like I feel like a lot of women do this, and I call it I call it fairy dusting, or when women try to romanticize unromantic situations. And typically a lot of times men will tell you from the beginning in certain relationships what type of time they're gonna be on. Now some men, they do lie, but I mean, this dude, it was no secret that he had multiple girlfriends. I mean, his whole image was, you know, a player type of time. You feel what I'm saying? Like his music, he talks about, you know, that sort of stuff in his music, the lust driven music and stuff. You seen him like in the media with different people. And I'm trying to figure out how at that point, this is why I say, as a woman, you have to have your standards set in the beginning, and if you're not for something in the very beginning, leave that situation alone, because at the end of the day, when you waste your time with a dude, you cannot be mad at the dude because you chose to waste your time. A man is only going to do what you allow him to do, and it's like, you wasn't confused. We can't be sitting here perping like you was confused, like you was just the only one he was in a relationship with. And it's like, you could kind of tell, like, this is what really makes me think that there was an issue. And then the way she started off the song, let me tell you how to do in real savage, as I said. And it's like, who is going to, you know, if you doing people like that, how is other people going to trust you after all of this? You feel what I'm saying? It's like, y'all, I don't know if it was her, maybe her dad that told her she was the main thing, the special thing in the world, because it's like she is in this type of fantasy, like, I was the wifey. And then I'm trying to figure out how in the world she was wifey when on paper Drea was. Didn't he recently get not too long ago get a divorce from Drea? So it's like I'm trying to figure out how you thought that he just was going to get rid of Joy. And she mentioned, you know, using people as leverage and stuff like that. And it's just like, I think that we're not keeping it real. And just keeping it real. Like, baby girl, you are special, you are talented, but you can't get in your mind that you're better than other people, though. Like, that's the part that people is, you know, I feel like that's what's creating this delusion, is that maybe she was told. Who knows if Kay told her, you know, but men play those type, not all men, but some men play these type of games. And then some women do it to themselves, to where, me coming up, my mother always told me, just straight up and real, as a woman, you got to take responsibility for stuff that you give the okay to. And if a man decides to lie, you feel what I'm saying? I kind of get how she feels, though. Like, I kind of get, like, if you in a situation, because clearly this whole relationship was an unhealthy relationship, okay? But maybe she's feeling like he didn't choose me. Maybe he asked, you know, maybe she asked him to get rid of Joy and to finally choose her. And a dude that has multiple women, that's not the type of time he's on, beloved. He's trying to do what he does. You feel what I'm saying? And if you know that you want more out of life and you want to be the sole focus to somebody, then you can't agree to be in a relationship with somebody. And you stayed it's no way that you could be delusional at this point. She stayed all of those years. You see them holding hands like sister wives, darling. And there has to be no possible way that you could think that, you know, that you were, I'm trying to figure out, like I said, how does she feel like she was played? Because from the very beginning, her coming in, there were other women around. There were other women around from the go. You see how many people were sitting up on that L-Time series talking about they had a relationship with Kay? How many women is talking about their run-ins with Kay? How many people? It was, I think, it was one girl he was going all around with. And then also, when my sibling was playing basketball with him, you know, a couple of my little siblings was playing basketball with Kay when he was out where we're at, right? My siblings spoke of seeing him with another girl then. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, this dude has clearly, I mean, we've all seen it in the media, okay? If you've seen Kay with multiple girlfriends, let me know in the comment section or in the chat. So it's just like, I don't know, like, you know, where is, I say, her mom, you get what I'm saying, to bring in that nurturing type of energy to say, you know, it's okay. You know, we can pick up the pieces from here. We don't know, I don't really know what her parents are saying behind the scenes or whatever, but it's clear that it would have had to be some fantasy stuff going on if you thought you was the wife, and then calling another person average when the whole situation was average. The whole situation that she was in was average. She decided to say yes to a situation with a man who she knew had all of these girlfriends. And, you know, we as people, if we really want to support a person, we have to keep it real with them and tell them the truth. Now, and then it's just like, it's almost as if you are also upset that this unhealthy relationship didn't work, because on one hand, you on the precedent saying, this is what he had me doing, right? But then it's just like, on this song, the type of energy that's on the song is, you know, if he messing with another B, she gotta be average, as if the only issue that you were upset with was that. Like, what about the other stuff that he took you through? Like, what about the other stuff that he took you through? Or was that just what your issue was? Folks, I was saying from the whole situation when she was up there talking about Kay lied to y'all, I knew, and she was like this, and I knew it was a woman scorned then. Because the way it's just, I don't know, maybe he was telling her one thing and then telling Joy another thing. Because dudes, they kind of play back and forth. They play those type of games sometimes where they'll tell you, oh, she don't mean nothing to me, you this, you that. Because apparently somebody had to be telling her. Because you even heard Angelo running with the same type of story when he would talk to TK, oh, you know, or, you know, TK repeating, oh, you know, she's the favorite one. Everybody was repeating that, and I kind of felt some type of way about that when people was repeating that, because I'm like, first of all, that's pride and that's arrogance. There's no one person better than another person, and if you were truly all that, then you would have been put in a wife position. But in this situation, it never was going to amount to that, because it was kind of set to fail from the start. The dude, all of the shadows and the rumors around him, the multi-party type of situation. Why, if a guy, first of all, typically if a guy has all that type of money, think about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather ain't chose to be with one woman yet. He got a whole collection, okay? So typically when those type of men who have all of that money like that, they like, listen, take this handbag, enjoy these nice trips, and that's that. You could get with the program, or we gonna get you, or I could get another woman around. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the type of time that apparently Kay was on. Like, he had he bought his girlfriends nice gifts and nice things, and, you know, had them doing the type of strange things and the type of time he was on, and he was probably enjoying himself to the fullest. But if you a woman and you don't demand certain things, or you don't set a certain standard, it's just like, this dude, he just, everything, all of his wants was fulfilled. All of the little weird, strange, you know, things going on. And then she talks about, you know, average type of stuff. when this whole thing was an average, mediocre type of situation. Because if it was high standards from the beginning, it never would have got to the point where you wasted, years of your life in this type of situation. Because this is why women, and I always tell women, you have to set your standards from the beginning, and then you can't get in a relationship after you done okayed and said this and you doing all this extra stuff. You done got plastic surgery for the dude to fulfill certain type of stuff for the dude, and he didn't marry you yet. After all of that, after taking you through all of that, and it's like you seeing other women around, and you thought in your mind that you just was gonna be the only one. That's crazy to me. Like, I'm like, what? Like, y'all, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like, when I'm hearing this song, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like a cute little, song or whatever. Which it wasn't a bad song. You could tell she's talented. It's just the thing that really had me was just the emotions of, this is what you thought? Like, and again, maybe she could just be venting, but it just seems like, who is this other B that he would have been messing with? And it's clear she may be appearing to talk about K, because she's saying, I'm not going to keep, secrets for a thing, and I was wifey, and I'm not going to keep secrets for a dude that don't like me, and all this other stuff. So it's like, I don't understand her anger with Joy when she knew what it was. This is why men hit women with that line of, she knew what it was from the beginning. Because women tend to romanticize situations that's not romantic. You knew that you said to Gail that what your relationship was, and on paper dude was still married, like I said, to Drea. So I don't understand how you thought that you was gonna be the one when he had several. I mean, we ain't even talking about it was just her and Joy. He was with other people. A lot of other people. I mean, the things he would probably have. I think what the salty part could be about is that it's like you gave so much of yourself. Probably like the whole degrading aspect of it, and it's kind of like that would make somebody feel upset that you went through all of that, and you didn't get the career that you wanted, because you probably had that on your mind coming into the whole situation. You probably got turned all the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole plastic surgery, you could see how, and all of the other stuff, like you see how she walking around with the different promiscuous type of outfits. Like he could have had her wearing that type of stuff. So it's like all of that stuff. It's like maybe a lot of times people, especially when it comes to women, like they'll want something so bad and they'll get into a relationship with somebody and they just lose themselves in the relationship. And it's because you gotta know what you worth and what you deserve from the very beginning. And then two, it's just like the whole situation was average. The child support issues he had, the rumors and stuff, that dealing with a man with baggage. I mean, he had money, but the whole baggage, outweighed all of the fact that he had money and all of that other stuff. And then two, other women was around from the start. So in your mind, I don't know, because it depends on, the upbringing and that sort of stuff, because, I was taught game, from different people in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, siblings, parents and stuff like that. You have these type of conversations, and this is just wild to me. And then it's just like, I just feel like she only setting herself up to be hurt. Like, you don't need to lash out at Joy because of something that Kay took you through, and then also what you allowed, because from the way that Angelo tell it, is that she wanted to go sing, and they signed her over to a lady to go sing, and then when stuff wasn't going the way they thought it was gonna go, you seen Angelo and the mom on video saying that he wanted to go get her up out of there to take her to bring her back home. And she was saying, the mother was saying that she, I guess, woke Angelo up and said that Ezra had sent them a text message saying that if they was to come, I guess, to try to get her up out of there, that she was going to try to go on to the glory and all that other stuff. So it was clear that you knew what certain stuff was, but it was just like the manipulation aspect of it all. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like when things, do you do a person I would say savage when you don't get what you want? Because that's the only thing. If I was a person that was in the industry, I would be like, so this is what you do when you don't get your way. You start acting this way. You feel what I'm saying? Or the little stunts and stuff that was pulled, this is what you do. And I just think that it's just not fair that she's trying to you could tell that she's been trying to emotionally lash out at Joy a lot. Like, I mean, that part on the precedents where she's saying that she's gonna have more blessings than Joy. It's like, you've heard her, like I said, people that was communicating the story on behalf of her dad saying, oh, she was the favorite. And then too, you gotta imagine how that feel when you find out that you probably was not. Because if you a main, then that means it's other people, it's other attractions. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you the main course, but that means it's entrees before it gets to you. You best to make sure you the only. But you can't get with a man that is immoral and expect him to do stuff like love you and, you know, be faithful to you, because all of those are moral acts. All of those is the man has to be right from the beginning. So you knew what his character was at the fact that he tried to me reduce her to because even her dad said it on I guess that interview that was with one of the bloggers on YouTube, or maybe, I don't know if it was an interview. I think he just was recorded on audio when he said that, you know, her initial goal was to get her career, and then K kind of switched it to where he kind of turned her into a piece of A. And that's what, you know, who's to say, like, I mean, and then you coming out on the precedents again talking about, you know, that brownie situation and all of that. That it's like, so was you willing to do what you felt like it needed to be done to obtain fame and stuff? And it's like, when you allow or give certain permissions to stuff, you can't in the end act confused or act like you didn't know what type of thing was going on. Like, I don't understand how, I mean, y'all help me to have an understanding of how she feels like she was played. In what way? But then again, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she is young, maybe she didn't catch on the game real quick. But then I can't even really say that, because the way that she play games with the manipulation type of time she be on. Like, whatever is the way the wind blowing today, that's what she talking about. And then the next day, and then she was like, you know, if his fans keep playing, she gonna something like to the tune of, it's gonna be some havoc or something like that. I'm like, OMG, this is just, Lord. This case situation, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I was cracking up because it was comical to me. I felt like, okay, this is a good little tune in the background. Apparently, this is a cover to a popular song. I don't know. She listened to a lot of Meg Thee Stallion, so maybe it was a Meg Thee Stallion type of song, because it sounded like that Texas type vibe anyway. But like I said, I don't be listening to all of that that sort of stuff, because I don't want you know, that energy from a lot of those type of songs. So I try to listen to like stuff like Afrobeat, or if I probably listen to stuff that is more, I don't like, you know, songs that degrade people and all that other stuff, and them twerk like songs. I'm not into that. So I wouldn't know anyway. But my whole thing, y'all, I kind of was cracking up. Like, this case situation has become a daggone circus. Oh my God, between him, the people that just come out, and then here's something else that I thought about, y'all. I'm like, okay, she done came out with a rap song, and it kind of appears like it could be a slick diss track. So I'm like, Lord, what if somebody else comes out with a track? Because you know people who want to rep for the Shy, and they feel like K is being set up and stuff. What if somebody else comes out with a diss track on her? Or like, y'all know how it is in the streets, y'all. Like, if you especially when it comes to the rapping, you best to be prepared at all times. You feel what I'm saying? So it could be people, honey, that do it for the clout. Who knows what's gonna happen with that? That might answer her. I don't know. But it's just like, Lord. You know what I hope doesn't happen? I hope that I'm not gonna say it. Just know I'm not telling y'all all my feelings, but I'm hoping like a certain person don't respond to her that does music as well. Lord, anyway, what are y'all's thoughts about this whole situation? Am I tripping, or do y'all feel like people, I feel like people shouldn't, you know, judge her for her creative expression, but I think that people also should be real with her and not feed into certain fantasy type of stuff, because it's like that's how people get hurt, is when, or emotionally, is when people not keeping it real with them. Like, you can't, it's like, you don't need to feel like you better than another person. You don't need to feel like you need to go after another woman about a man. You feel what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. You feel me? And y'all both was in the same type of situation, so it's no need to do all of that. Like, dude he's in the lockup. You know, it is that part of it. It is what it is. He's gonna have to answer for the things that he has done, and I think it's just time to start picking up the pieces and you know, rebuilding her life and moving forward. Because I mean, to feel like I don't know, y'all. I'm praying for the girl, y'all. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all soon on the next video to give my views on the news. Definitely, like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And yeah, see y'all soon. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.